In the final days of World War II, a train vanished into the mountains of Poland, never to be seen again. Rumored to be carrying gold, priceless art, and deadly secrets, it was buried, sealed by the crumbling Third Reich. Was it just a legend, or is the truth still buried beneath the Owl Mountains? As Nazi Germany faced defeat, chaos swept across Europe. The Soviets were closing in, German cities were being bombed into ash, and somewhere in the shadows, the Nazis tried to hide what they couldn't protect. One story stood out above all: a train, loaded with gold, art, weapons, and maybe even prisoners, vanishing near the town of Walbrzych, Poland. According to local witnesses, they saw the train leaving the city, under heavy guard. Then it disappeared. No destination, no records, no survivors, just silence. And from that silence, the myth of the Nazi gold train was born. But the story doesn't stop there. In 1943, Hitler ordered the construction of Project Riese, a massive underground complex buried deep in the Owl Mountains. He believed the Reich could survive underground if the surface was lost. Entire mountainsides were hollowed out. Gigantic tunnels, concrete monoliths, and strange hydraulic systems were built, but never explained. No kitchens, no sleeping quarters, only rooms built for machines. And then, suddenly, the project stopped. Tunnels were sealed, documents vanished, workers disappeared. It was like they were burying something they didn't want anyone to find. Behind those cold concrete walls was a darker truth. Project Riese was built using forced labor from Nazi concentration camps. Over 13,000 prisoners, Jews, political dissidents, resistance fighters, were dragged into the mountains. They worked with hand tools, starved, beaten, and sick. Over 5,000 died building tunnels that were never even finished. Survivors called it a kingdom of death. So, if there was a train, was it buried in a grave made by the dying? In 2015, the legend exploded back into life. Two men claimed they had found the gold train using ground-penetrating radar. The scan showed a perfect train-shaped outline underground, near kilometer 65 of an old railway. Even the Polish government got involved. The army secured the site. Excavators arrived. News headlines went global. But after weeks of digging, nothing. No train, no gold, just rock and soil. Experts said it was a natural formation. But for many, questions still lingered. Why did the radar image look so perfect? Why had the site been sealed for decades? Then, in the summer of 2025, the legend returned again. A new group, Gold Train 2025, claimed they'd discovered a different location, far from the 2015 dig. According to them, 3 freight wagons were buried beneath a forest. They even filed official documents and got permission for surface testing. But when it came out that their methods included dowsing, a practice closer to superstition than science, their credibility took a hit. Still, they insist the treasure is real. But officials warn digging deeper could be dangerous. The tunnels are unstable. The risk is real. So, what's the truth? Some say it's just a story, myth wrapped in wartime fear. Others believe the train is still down there, sealed in a forgotten tunnel waiting to be found. Project Riese still stands. You can walk the tunnels. You can feel the silence. And you can't help but wonder, what were they building down here? And what were they hiding? The Nazi gold train may never be found. But the legend endures. Not because of gold, but because some secrets refuse to stay buried.